Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I'm squirming a little bit today. How are you guys doing? I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories each and every day. I utilize our growing community, our engaging content, and real connections to provide you with an opportunity for you to scream your dream. And so today and each and every day around 11 o'clock Eastern, I provide a little bit of a morning message to get you inspired for the day, but hopefully keep you motivated throughout the week. Today, we're going to talk about your definition of success. Because I think that, again, the theme for the week is being specific. I guess my theme always is about being specific. Good morning, you guys. How are you? Good to see you. I got a lot of prints going on. Good morning, Donna. How are you, Donna? Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are making it happen. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Zach. Hi, guys. I want to make sure that you guys are specific about your definition of success. I think too many of us are navigating in this space, in this world, in this vague tense, in this vague way that we're like, okay, I want to be successful without giving a specific definition. It's like saying, I want to finish this race. Hello, how are you? Without knowing how long you're running for, right? And I want us to be really specific in what it is that we're doing. I want us to be really specific in what it is our definition of success is. And this is not, again, I always preface this by saying this is not to stress you out. This is not for you to be like, oh my gosh, Sheldon's making me make these large decisions. This is so we know what the benchmarks are. Katisha, so nice to see you, sweetie. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for watching. It's about defining success, and that's different for all of us, right? Because I am one of four. I'm the second of four overachievers in my life, right? We have 2 PhDs, an attorney. I am a professor as well as a business owner and a personality. These are 4 big personalities, all with different goals and objectives. All 4 very successful people, all with different hopes, dreams, aspirations, and definitions of success. You can choose what you want and how you define success. But I think we need to create that definition, because as we navigate, it can't be blindly. It can't be without intention. It can't be without purpose. I was talking to so many people and they're like, I want to build a business, but they don't necessarily know what the success of that business looks like. And that doesn't mean you stop whenever you achieve whatever that benchmark is, but we must define it in order to achieve it. We must give it a definition, not to limit ourselves, but to provide a benchmark and a goal in order for us to aspire to. And too many of us are navigating in this ambiguous space where we don't know what the definition of success is to us. We are taking on the definitions of others, owning their definition of success. Good morning, Crystal, my love. Owning Chris, my love, owning all of that. We are owning that space. We're owning somebody else's definition of success, somebody else's wants and needs. But we haven't defined it. Whether it's the amount of products sold or the amount of events hosted or the amount of people within our community or how many likes, followers, or fans we have, we must define our definition of success. And a lot of us don't want to deal with it because there is too much pressure associated with it, right? There's too many people looking at what it is that we're doing. We're feeling as if there's so much pressure. If I say that I want this, if I say that I need this, if I say that this is what it is that I need and or want, it's going to be too much, right? This is going to be too much. I'm going to put too much pressure on myself by doing so. I say no. We need to figure out what that initial finish line is so we can move on to the next race. Right? I take you always back to my track analogies because one, it makes me happy as to when I used to move swiftly in that way. But it also, there's so much that lies in the analogies within the track or athletic space, because I used to run various sprints, right? Various sprints. And each and every week, in each and every meet, there was trying to beat that time or get my personal best or, being able to be better and better and better until I got to states, until I got a scholarship, all of those different things, those benchmarks. But each week there was a different one. There was a different definition of success. It was beating this team or that team or outrunning this person or that one. It afforded me the ability to move forward. It wasn't like, whenever I finish, I finish. Whatever I do, I do. I knew why I was there at that particular meet. I knew what I was meant to do when I put myself on that starting line. I knew what the goal was, and I could literally see the finish line. We must determine what that looks like and feels like. We must define our own success. That doesn't mean we're going to hit it every time or we'll hit it in the time frame in which we want to. It simply means that we have to pay attention to what it is that we want and set that in front of us in a way that we can see it and feel it, envision it, and achieve it. And so many of us are navigating ourselves in this space of ambiguity, in a space of like, I just want to be successful. I want to be famous. But not knowing why they want to be successful, why they want to be famous, what impact they're going to make, and the steps in which they need to take. We are not navigating in this space of uncertainty. We are being clear on what it is that we want so we can get ourselves closer to it. We are being clear on what it is that we want and the definition of our success. And I know that for a lot of us, that's a hard pill to swallow. For a lot of us, that's, oh my gosh, Sheldon, you're asking me to define my success, and in doing so, it makes me feel insecure. It makes it feel further away. The ambiguity was safe. It was a safe place for me. It made me feel comfortable because I didn't have to give a specific end date to it. I didn't have to look at my finish line. I just could keep moving. But I want for us to be able to know what we are moving towards. I want for us to be able to know what our benchmarks are so we can take action steps to go after them. So we can be able to move further in that way. And I know that for a lot of you, it is an easy space to sit in daydreaming about being successful without allocating a specific definition to it. But I'm telling you, you will not achieve it if we do not address it. If we are ambiguous in it, it will deliver ambiguous results. And checks are not ambiguous. Checks are not in a space. Good morning, Joe. Checks are not in a space where they're going to cash or they're not going to cash. They're going to clear or they're not going to clear. We don't want that kind of check. We want success that is tangible. And in order to receive tangible results, we have to set tangible goals. We have to define success. We have to give it a definition, a beginning, a middle, and an end. So we can know that we are living in it, so we can set the next goal, so we can run the next race. We're going to be in that space where we can think about it in that way. And too many of us are out here saying that we want to be successful, we want to be famous, we want to be the next Instagram star, we want to, have a successful business, and have not defined what that looks like for us. Even if what we are doing is a side hustle, it's kind of like, I just do it for fun, but you want a real check. You don't want a funny check, you want a real check, but you're just doing it for fun. Listen, there are hobbies out there that we can have. There are ways in which we can occupy our time. And if you are in a casual space and you want to keep that space casual, continue to do so. But if you are also saying that you want real revenue and a real business and really be able to create an impact that is real, then we need to have a real definition for success. And that definition needs to be unique to you and your opportunity. Not, again, I'm one of four amazing, successful professionals. I'm blessed to be surrounded by excellence in that way, but each of our definitions is different, right? What my brother wants is not what I want, right? It was funny, when he was in law school, I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to be a sports agent. He was like, are you insane? I do not want to be a sports agent. He wants to help people and give back. I'm like, oh, don't you just want to manage the career of athletes? He's like, you are crazy. My definition of success and his definition of success is far different. And my other two sisters, same. That doesn't take away from them being successful or me being successful or what it is that I want. But so many of you are living underneath someone else's definition of success. And it doesn't have to be monetary. Some of you are okay being okay in that space. Some of you are okay living with what it is that you have, being joyous. I got food in the fridge. I got four walls around me. I'm good. That definition of success may be different than someone else's. It's for you to have, for you to determine. But regardless of whether or not it's being okay with four, or being happy and blessed with four walls and some food in the fridge, or I want to be able to travel the world carefree, I want to be able to make an impact globally, whatever that definition is belongs to you. But you need to determine it in order to get closer to it. If we do not set forth what that definition is, if we do not talk on it, if we do not literally sit with it, if we do not share it with other people, if you're bold enough to do so, it is very hard for you to achieve it. I need us to come to terms, to pay attention to what it is that it means to be successful. What does our successful journey look like? What is your definition of success? Because if we leave it to be ambiguous, ambiguous results is what we receive. And for those of you who want to gain wealth and create legacy and build businesses and pay bills, that is not ambiguous. That is not casual. So your definition of success should equally not be casual. If you are okay being okay, that's fine too. And I'm not saying that we have to have grandiose goals, or your definition of success needs to be such an abundant space that I'm living in. Our definitions of success can be different, but we both need to define them. We both need to determine it, right? You have to look at it. You have to map it out. Earlier in the week, we talked about taking action, and I had to kind of rewind a bit to say, oh my gosh, a lot of these people haven't defined what that end goal is. A lot of people haven't looked at success at all, right? I'm in this, and whatever happens, happens, right? Some of you were like, I'm just going to give it my best shot. Whatever happens, happens. But in that deep place that you don't want to admit, that you have a definition of it. You have a goal and objective. There's a reason why you are sacrificing the time, the money, the resource to move closer to something, but you must define it specifically. Defining it specifically will give you the action steps. Defining it specifically will give you a plan, will give you that benchmark, will determine whether or not you have that rhythm in what it is that you are doing. But to ignore it, to pretend that you have casual aspirations when you in fact have a specific goal in mind is doing yourself a disservice. So we need to plan and share our definition of success. Today, I need you to sit in it with your cup of coffee, with your glass of water, with your glass of Pinot Grigio, whatever it is that quenches your thirst. I need you to sit and map out for me your definition of success and unapologetically say, this is my finish line, at least my first one for this week. And I'll have another one, another race, and another race until I hit the championship, until I go to states, until I have won the medal and stood on the podium. But you need to define your definition of success. And I will not let you cheat. I will not let you just be okay being okay when you want more. If you are in a space when you love the four walls and the full fridge, okay, no problem. I'm not going to argue with you, and I'm not going to pretend that I need you to want more. But if you know when you lay your head on your pillow that you want more for yourself, and you have a specific want, and you have a specific definition of success, it is time for you to write that down. It is time for us to come to terms with what it is that we want so we can achieve it. We don't want casual results, so we are not going to participate in our own success in a casual way. We are going to do so with intention because we have determined what we want and our definition of success. Today, that is what I want for you to do. That is today's morning message. Each day I come to you at 11 o'clock Eastern to provide you with a sense of motivation, a little bit of inspiration, so you can stay motivated in hopes that you find your voice, that you begin to tell your story, that you no longer whisper your wishes, but you in fact scream your dream. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Thank you so much for joining me. For more information and to learn more about all that we've got going on at This Is It Network, log on to thisisItTV.com to watch our latest episodes. Don't forget to log on to thisisit.tv, and you just have no choice. You have to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. We have a lot going on. If this was inspirational to you, if you think that it could be inspirational to someone else, please feel free to share it or tell them to tune in each and every day. I will see you guys tomorrow. please begin to define success.